Hey guys, it's Peggy at Headshots by Peggy. Today we're going to talk about headshots. I know, right? We always talk about headshots. Even when the title doesn't say headshots, I know I'm pretty good at making sure I sneak headshots in the conversation. But in all seriousness, I am a headshot photographer, and there are some things that from time to time I feel like you really need to get a grasp of as far as your headshots go. So today we're going to talk about effective headshots. What does that mean? We're about halfway through episodic season right now. So how's that working for you? How's your headshots doing? Are you getting auditions? Are you getting in the room? If so, which headshots are working for you? Which headshots aren't? When you get your audition notification, it'll probably have the headshot that was submitted, either if you self-submitted or if your agent submitted for you. It'll have whatever that casting director saw, whatever picture was submitted as your main picture, it's going to be on that audition notice. So start noticing what look is getting you in the room. And even more importantly, what look is not getting you in the room, because you want to not submit that picture. If you've been submitting these pictures and you're not getting any auditions off of them, maybe it's time to revisit that look and update that. Try again. Go and get some more headshots that focus on a specific look where you're kind of having a gap. Also, talk to your agent. Say, hey, where do I have gaps? What other looks do you think I need to get? Halfway through episodic season, you still got lots of, roles to submit for. Where am I lacking right now? What should I be focusing on? Because more than likely your agent does have an opinion about this. So absolutely talk to your agent. The other thing that you need to be thinking about this time of the year is maybe you don't have an agent, or maybe you have an agent but you're thinking about changing representation. So the end of the year is a good time to do that. So if you're thinking about changing representation, maybe you should really go through your headshots and decide what you want to submit to the agents, and is it time to kind of update that look and make sure that you have a good strong headshot to submit. Now here's another thing that you need to know. When you're submitting to an agent, how many headshots should you submit? So if you're submitting hard copies, if you have printed out a cover sheet, a resume, and a headshot, and you're going to submit them a package, which a lot of agents still like. They like the hard copy submissions. When you go to that agent's website, it'll tell you how to submit to them. So take the time to do exactly what they want, because that's going to give you the best chance of them looking you over and giving you a chance. So normally you're only going to want to submit one hard copy headshot. So depending, are you trying to get theatrical representation? Are you trying to get commercial representation? If you're trying to get commercial representation, submit your strongest commercial, your best commercial headshot. If you're trying to get theatrical, submit your strongest theatrical headshot. If you feel like you don't really have a strong look, come on in and see me and let's get that taken care of. Now, if you are submitting digitally, this is really important, and a lot of times people don't think about it. Do not submit a super high quality print ready image to them. And here's why. When they click on that image, it fills up their entire screen. In fact, sometimes all they see is your eye or your nose. You don't want that, because depending on what device they're on, it may be hard for them to shrink it down, or they're having to, wiggle the picture to see the whole thing. You want to make life easy on people. So make sure you send, when you're sending a digital file, a digital image, make sure you send a medium format web ready image, because otherwise it's going to be a pain in the butt for them and they open it up and it's too large. Also, if you are submitting your reel to them, don't submit the digital file. submit a link. So either a link to maybe a YouTube unlisted file or something like that, but submit the link. You don't want to fill up people's inboxes. You don't want to send tons and tons of data, space all taken up. And plus, a lot of people won't open a large file because they're concerned of viruses and different things like that. So be considerate when you are submitting. Review what we talked about today. Know what your look is. Know what you need. Know what's working for you. Go through and see what auditions you've been getting, what headshot has been submitted, what is catching casting directors' eyes. And most importantly, realize what's not catching their eyes, what looks you're not getting called in for. Write these down, think about it, figure out what you need, and figure out where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are, and then give me a call and we'll fix those little holes in your headshots and make sure that you have amazing headshots. Because after all, your headshot is the biggest part of your marketing strategy. You are your business. You are your career. You are responsible for marketing yourself. And amazing headshots, big part of that. Now, why do I do these vlogs? I do these vlogs to give you information. I do these vlogs to help you. I do these vlogs to get you tips and encourage you and let you know that you can do this and you're not alone. I also do these vlogs so that you get to know me a little bit, so that you get a feel for my personality. Because you need to know your photographer. Don't just, oh, I heard so-and-so and so-and-so, and then show up without ever having a conversation. You need to make sure that you like your photographer. I mean, we don't have to go out and get drinks or dinner later, but for that time that you're in my studio, you have to be able to connect with me and I have to be able to connect with you. Because I'm going to dig deep in you and I am going to pull out your personality so that I can capture it, so that it can catch that casting director's attention. And if you can't stand me, you're not going to open up and you're not going to allow me to get that out of you. So make sure that you can at least handle 10 minutes of me on these vlogs before you give me a call, because this is my personality and obviously I think I'm awesome, but you have to know that you can handle hanging out with me for an hour or two while we're in the studio, because we do have lots of fun, and studio sessions and on location sessions are high energy and sometimes really highly emotional. I mean, there are times that people want to pull out these really emotional things, and it's rough on me because both of us are going there. Like, I'm going there right there with you, and then the next shot we're smiling and happy, and so these are things you need to think about. You need headshots that are going to portray your essence, the role of who you can be. You've got to show all of that right here. So make sure that you don't have any gaps in your marketing strategy. Let me know if I can help you out. But most importantly, have an amazing week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Make sure that you leave me tons of comments, share the heck out of this video, and run over to YouTube and make sure that you follow me there. All right, guys, I'll see you soon.